Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Tuesday in the market. September 20th. One more day waiting on Powell. Tomorrow at 2 comes out. I think he speaks at 2:30. Mark got a little spooked here because of Russia also, and just a little pre-spook sell-off before Powell. I believe sub up, like up, comment down. Happy Money sticks around. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at Happy Money YT, as well as a Discord server. Link for those are in the description. Yeah, there was kind of scary Russia news, but I think it got resolved, and that's actually where we see this big green candle right here and volume on SPY. Before that, though, selling off pretty bad. Just different news stories that were hitting, and I think just anticipating Powell. So on the hourly, we kind of have little head and shoulders here with shoulder, head. MACD is still bullish. And then on the daily, still bearish, but we are building this RSI divergence. So that's still in play until this RSI comes lower than this one. That divergence will stay there. So yesterday was a bit of an engulfing candle. It didn't fully this low. I think the day before was actually lower, so it wasn't necessarily engulfing candle unless you just count bodies. But yeah, TA wise, it looks like SPY is priming for a rally. However, of course, Powell is tomorrow, so we will see what happens with that. Took their liberty with GME, dumping it pretty hard today with the SPY, and volume's been very low. A couple of strange like short attacks here too that were kind of interesting. So to consolidate with SPY, and SPY was ripping up, and then this thing just flushed through it, which was really bizarre looking. Yeah, right here on this candle, they were kind of tracking together, and then GME just reversed. It was a little unusual. So coming back up here, on the longer time frame on GME, today's looking like a engulfing candle to the downside if you're using the bodies, which is bearish. And it's without much rally, much volume today. It's looking more like we're in kind of this range or this area, or potentially this area. One of these areas kind of where consolidation before more downs, or a bounce before more downs. So whether that's lower lows or if it's a higher low remains to be seen, or this could just be consolidation before rip. That's still on the table. But with today being even less volume and pretty bad price action, being T+2 from Friday's options expiration, not super bullish, not as bullish as I was yesterday on it, but still looking for volume. And borrow fee stayed the same. Volume is lower. It's very low today. It's actually crazy. We're at 2.4 million. Unless we get a big volume spike, this will be the lowest volume I think in years. And we've got a ways to climb back up to VWAP. Got a couple IPOs the next couple days. I actually was like scalping futures today. Kind of crazy. MGAM's ripping up a couple of the Chinese IPOs. LPTV, this thing's getting uplisted. DRV is high. This is like a bear housing market. This basically just inverses the SPY more or less. And then trades, not a whole lot. Really waiting on tomorrow to see the direction of what's going on. I actually did sell some covered calls, and I actually closed out of some of my bullish plays on GME this morning. The weeklies, I think I closed today or maybe yesterday. Yeah, I closed those yesterday. And then the ones for October, I was break even or a tiny bit positive, and I closed those just because I'm thinking I'll wait, I guess, a bit longer, because we might see much better deals. Yeah, especially depending on tomorrow. But if GME is waiting on SPY and waiting on Powell to make its move, then that move's not going to be very big. You know what I mean? It can't wait for it to do one of these moves or these. That's not from Powell on the SPY. There's a total external thing going on that's just related to GME, like this move. So With it being waiting on SPY and PAL, which is what it looks like for a rally, I am anticipating that rally to be pretty minor if it does. And that would be evident if there is subdued volume and the borrow fee is not ticking up, you know, similar to like this rally where you have a little bit better volume, but it's not significant. And if the borrow fee is not up a lot, then this would be maybe just a rally with SPY and with the market or something like this. So yeah, until we see it kind of break away from the market, and it might take until, you know, we might see it with SPY. SPY might be rallying some from PAL, and then GME really starts to go. So that can still happen, but so far it's moving with SPY, and if it moves up with SPY without increasing volume, then it's going to be a pretty small move, and I will position accordingly, get exposure to the downside, close exposure to the upside. Close out my Futu bearish play. Seeing trade's kind of weird. Took a small profit on it, and then here's my covered calls. I actually, I did fine with them. I closed them out a little early. I'm just trying to trade the candles a little bit more if I'm doing kind of intraday scalps. SPY's moving up to VWAP here. We've got about 40 minutes. Did cover calls up here once we crossed bearish. We had red under the 9 moving average, bearish MACD, and did some covered calls. Didn't do all of them. Did like 10. Could have done 8 more, but wish I kept that futures long. I closed it for some reason right here on the bull flag. I thought, nope. Well, I saw an engulfing candle, I was thinking, and then I'm like, this is a bull flag. Anyways, yeah, and then I closed my GME covered call right here because this engulfing candle. But I could have reopened here once it broke that, basically the low of that green candle. That's reaffirming its move. And it just kept coming down, so could have made more on it, but I did all right. Profit is winning. Where is it? Right here. So I got 152 for it, or no, I got 172 for it. The market's now 152. At the sell. Yeah, interesting. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, no problems there. Made a little bit, and then on the futures, yeah, basically just scalped in and out. I didn't go short at all, just went long. So I went long on the bounces, which is kind of a sketchy day to do that since a lot of the movement today was to the downside. I'll wait on PAL. There's a nice bounce. Should have held that one. Oh well. Yeah. So on my micro S&P futures, I just picked up one contract here, closed it out here. Actually, I timed that top perfectly because the inside bar, which could be a signal of a continuation or a reversal. If the inside bar is met at a resistance or a support level, it could be a sign of a reversal. You kind of have to wait for it to break the low or the high of that candle to confirm. But I didn't know all that. I just knew inside bar, and I thought that always meant reversal, but that can just be part of a continuation. So timed it perfectly, kind of on accident, because it was hitting resistance here, previous resistance, which I saw that too. But yeah, sometimes this is just part of a continuation in inside bar, which yeah makes sense. Consolidation. So yeah, close that one out there. Could have gone short, but didn't. Just watch this thing go, and then jump back in long. Actually, jump back in long, I think here, and then jump back out here, and then on this big candle, I jumped in and then jumped out. So profited on all of them, just small profits, and doing the micros. So I want to get comfortable and get experience doing the micros before I step up anything crazy, and want to know more of a long-term trend. Would like to hold these a longer time. This rally here, we were predicting for a bit. I didn't know how high I'd go, but I knew I'd rally for quite a while. So I'd like to hold a nice big futures contract through a month-long move or so. And I think we're gonna get that coming. So with PAL tomorrow, I think we'll see which direction basically we'll get for the next few months, I would say. And could be another big bear market rally, and that bear market rally could see a higher high than here, honestly. If it is 75 basis points, I think it will probably be a little bit bullish initially, just because it's what's expected. And if the market gets what it expects, it likes it. So maybe even fill this gap, this 406 gap. If it's 100 basis points, I think that'll basically just be bad news. If it's 50 basis points, that actually might be bad news because that's not aggressive enough. So I expect 75, and I think maybe initial rally, and then potentially bear market continues. Yeah. So it looks like today on the daily, it's setting up an inside bar again. So is it a continuation or reversal? We'll find out tomorrow, more or less. Yeah, I'm liking this divergence though. This is looking bullish on SPY, and GME will follow suit. BBBY got smacked today. GME really did also, actually. It was kind of unusual. BBY down pretty good. Short puts still chugging along on the Theta farms. And new IPOs are coming out actually on Webull. I don't have capital to put $2,000 into all of them, all the ones I want exposure to, so having to kind of put some into ones that are coming out sooner. But we'll see. I think if the market's not in a good spot, it's probably not a great time for it to get some IPO action. But I'm still trying it for now. I'm like 7-2, so good odds so far. There's our BBY put and our GME puts, short puts. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Discord. Peace out.